We are tracking a highly dramatic and incredibly urgent breaking news alert right now coming directly out of southern China, where a massive and terrifying fire has aggressively engulfed a major facility at the global headquarters of electric vehicle giant BYD today. Terrifying user-generated video footage currently flooding social media platforms shows a completely massive, towering pillar of thick, toxic black smoke violently billowing high into the dark night sky over the bustling Pingshan district of Shenzhen. Extremely intense bright orange flames can be seen actively stretching across a completely massive long section of a multi-story industrial building, creating a highly alarming and deeply terrifying scene for local residents waking up to this absolute massive inferno. The sheer physical size and highly aggressive nature of this massive industrial blaze immediately triggered widespread global panic and deeply severe concerns regarding the potential for a completely catastrophic industrial disaster at one of the absolute largest automotive manufacturing campuses on the entire planet. To truly comprehend the absolute massive scale and highly specific nature of this terrifying industrial crisis, you must look closely at exactly where this massive inferno actively erupted early Tuesday morning. Local emergency management officials and BYD corporate executives quickly confirmed that the highly aggressive blaze violently broke out at approximately 2:48 in the morning inside a completely dedicated multi-story stereo parking garage located deep within the massive Pingshan Industrial Park complex. This specific highly isolated concrete structure was actively being utilized exclusively as a heavy storage area for experimental test vehicles and completely decommissioned scrapped cars that were simply sitting idle, actively awaiting final disposal and complete recycling. Company officials forcefully completely clarified that this massive burning facility was absolutely not an active manufacturing assembly line, and it completely absolutely contained 0 brand new production-ready vehicles intended for actual retail customers, actively preventing a completely massive financial catastrophe for the global automotive giant. The immediate, highly urgent local emergency response to this completely terrifying industrial blaze was absolutely massive, as highly trained municipal and district-level fire rescue units violently rushed directly to the chaotic scene shortly before 3 in the morning. Brave first responders violently battled the highly aggressive flames for several completely agonizing hours, successfully managing to completely forcefully extinguish the massive inferno by the early morning hours and miraculously confirming that absolutely 0 human casualties or severe injuries occurred during this massive, terrifying ordeal. However, the incredibly thick, toxic black smoke violently pouring out of the burning synthetic vehicle components aggressively forced local authorities to immediately enact highly strict traffic restrictions and forcefully temporarily close a completely nearby school to actively protect highly vulnerable young children from inhaling the deeply dangerous chemical fumes. The incredibly shocking viral video footage of the massive blazing inferno actively spooked global financial investors, aggressively causing BYD corporate shares to immediately experience a completely sudden, noticeable dip of nearly 1% on the international stock market before the actual facts finally slowly emerged. The absolute biggest and highly most critical massive question immediately surrounding this terrifying industrial disaster naturally heavily focused directly on the completely highly controversial safety of advanced electric vehicle battery technology. However, initial investigations aggressively conducted by the Shenzhen Pingshan District Fire Rescue Bureau have completely officially and forcefully ruled out completely dangerous thermal runaway or spontaneous battery self-combustion as the actual root cause of this massive, terrifying blaze. Instead, highly detailed forensic investigators completely discovered that the massive fire was actively directly sparked by highly improper and completely reckless construction operations, aggressively performed by an external outside contractor, actively dismantling old, idle equipment inside the facility. These incredibly careless contract workers inadvertently violently ignited highly flammable industrial insulation materials with their dangerous heavy tools, causing the aggressive flames to rapidly violently spread directly to the heavily parked decommissioned vehicles, actively creating the massive terrifying inferno we all witnessed today. By completely aggressively and highly rapidly confirming that this massive terrifying blaze was actively caused by a completely simple human construction error, Rather than a highly dangerous fundamental technological flaw, BYD has successfully aggressively moved to deeply protect the highly valuable global reputation of their advanced battery technology today. While deeply terrified social media users instantly completely rush to aggressively blame the vehicles, this massive, highly visible incident actually deeply highlights the incredibly massive ongoing public relations hurdle that major electric vehicle manufacturers constantly violently face regarding completely unfounded safety perceptions. The incredibly resilient Chinese automaker has officially confirmed that absolutely all other massive critical manufacturing operations across their completely massive global campus remain entirely, completely unaffected by this completely terrifying, isolated incident today. You absolutely must stay completely highly vigilant and completely informed as we continuously track the absolute latest, highly critical industrial updates from across the entire globe. Hit that subscribe button right now, smash the notification bell, and stay tightly locked to our channel for the absolute latest breaking news and exclusive raw truth directly from the front lines.